What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing, YouTube? Alright, so my kids decided they want to clean up the house and they told me to go ahead on the walk. I was finna go for a walk anyway because they been acting, showing out on me, telling me I'm lonely and whatnot, but whatever. Anywho, so yeah, they kicked me out of the house. Apparently my son trying to get my 4-year-old to help him clean up the whole house, and we'll see how that goes. It's not like the house is a mess, but they do bits and pieces and they nitpick about what it is that they actually want to do. You feel me? And they don't do it how I like for them to do it. I'm a whole mess out here. But yeah, okay, so the subject today is selfishness. In relationships, situationships, friendships, all of that, just selfishness, right? So basically this topic came to me because I had been thinking long and hard about this thing, and I had already came to, the conclusion that I was being very selfish also in the last situation, relation, whatever ship that it was that I was in. Oh, by the way, y'all see where we at? My original spot. We back at the pond, y'all. Yes, God. I was like, let me get on out here because, and again, I try not to talk about everything. Grandma back at the hospital. According to the people, her diabetes, Lord Jesus, I'm thinking about other folks right now. But her dementia is progressing. So she talks when she wants to talk. She's constantly trying to fall. She even got this thing where she's starting to lean to the side or whatever. And they say all of that is signs of her dementia progressing. So right now she at the hospital just getting checked out because I couldn't get her to drink anything for like 2-3 days. She'll drink like a bottle of water and maybe one of the little Ensure shakes, and that was really it. She didn't want to do that. So I was like, she's finna dehydrate if she's not already dehydrated. So I told my cousin to take her on to the hospital. She did. They got her fluids intake back up. She's starting to act a little bit more like, how she was acting before. A bit more movement. Because she didn't, when I say Grandma didn't want to do nothing, y'all. She didn't want to do nothing. And yeah, but yeah, I don't really like to talk about it because Mama told me I need to prepare myself because of that fact alone, but I'm not ready. So I'm not talking about it yet. I just don't want to. Anyway, getting back to the subject at hand, Lord Jesus, I still want to talk about it some more, Lord. Not today. I'll talk about it tomorrow maybe, but not today. I ain't in it. But selfishness, my selfishness. Okay. So y'all heard me speak on the last video about him. Hold on, let me try to, that's a little bit better. I don't know. Anyway, the last video about the last, because that's what I'm gonna call him, the last, because I ain't talking to nobody since. I ain't trying to right now. But next video, anyway, the other video about the last, and I was talking about his selfishness, which is true. He does have a sense of selfishness, entitlement, all of that, but so do I. And I just had to be like, you know what, you got to speak on yours too, sis, because that's what this whole thing is. When you asking your exes how it was when you interacted, you got to look at yourself, reflect on yourself, and say, you know what, this was what I was doing wrong. And I was being pretty selfish myself, you feel me? Like, for example, like I told y'all, his wife passed away not long ago, really, and I felt like he wasn't ready, but he kept on trying to say he was. That's his coping mechanism though, because he will jump from one situation straight into another and feel like that's how you supposed to do it. That's how you know what I'm saying? It's not saying that he doesn't have genuine feelings for somebody, because I don't think I know he had genuine feelings for his wife, of course, and I'm pretty sure he had genuine feelings for the last person he talked to in between me and his wife or whatever. I'm pretty sure, but he tries to hurry up and move on fast. And the reason I'm talking about that also is because recently I sent him a video of my daughter. I had it on Facebook where she mentioned his name, and I was like, don't do that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I'm probably gonna try to post it on here if I can. My phone be acting funny. I need a new phone, period. But yeah, so I sent the video to him as well. Like, for some reason she just randomly mentions him, and at one point she was calling him king. She'd be like, that's my king right there, king this and king that. That was her king in her mind. And I understand where it comes from, because being a child whose father was not in the home, you quickly look for that replacement dad, and that's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's really sad. You really do. Like, my mama had an ex. I tried to cling to him like white on rice, like, you my new daddy, because my daddy stay all the way in Daytona. I don't get to see him, you know what I'm saying? He out there in them streets, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's basically how my daughter's mentality is. So she she clings on to people pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? She clings on to men pretty quickly because she's looking for that father figure already, and it's sad. So anyway, she was like, "Why I don't never see you? I never seen you kiss a man before." And I'm like, "Well, baby, you're not supposed to see me kiss a man." She's like, "Well, I saw a picture." And one of my homegirls was like, "What picture?" You know what I'm saying? It's not even that deep. It's not that serious of a picture. It's really an innocent picture where you see me kiss the man on the cheek. So even through pictures, she hasn't seen me do much with anybody. You feel me? I hate talking about this because you about to make me cry. It's my baby feelings, you know what I'm saying, involved. And like I told him, I do care about, you know, the kids, not just mine, but his as well. He only got one. And how they portray things. Now, my baby was a little bit more into our conversations. Like, she never seen us around each other, but she would see us on the phone and she want to get on the phone too. Like, my mommy is talking to a dude. This could be my new daddy. Yay. And what's kind of messed up is he did say something like that to her. So me and my selfishness, that's all I was thinking about. I was thinking about me and my baby and our feelings without taking into consideration what he was going through. Because as far as I know, around the time me and him started really having little issues, it could have been his wife's birthday, because I did not ask. It could have been her birthday, could have been coming up, you know, the anniversary or something of her. You know, I know they had already passed around the time we actually connected. They had just passed. But it could have been her birthday coming up, and I didn't know. And what made me think about this is I did remember a conversation where he was saying something about he wanted to do this song that his wife wanted to do, and he told her, like, you better hurry up and do it before I do it. So I had sat back one day after I made that last video, and I was thinking about that, like, dang, was her birthday coming up? It's something important that was coming up, an anniversary, you know, something along those lines. And instead of me being like quiet and trying to let him come to me and talk to me about those things, I wanted things my way. Basically, period. I just wanted things my way. And it's very selfish of me to not take into consideration the things that he had been going through the past year or two. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, he lost a lot. He really did. And I was being selfish at that point. Like, yes, he had his selfishness, his selfish ways where it was about him and his. And that's true. I'm not taking none of that back. That's definitely true. That's definitely true. But I had mine as well. And like I said, the point of those other videos were me asking my exes, like, how was it interacting with me? How am I interacting with the opposite sex? How do I deal with things in your eyes? You know what I'm saying? Was so I can see myself through other people's eyes, but also so that I can check myself. And I need to learn to check myself more often and not wait till it's too late, like I be doing. Like, you know what, I could have did like I just did. I could have did that differently. Not saying this is not a video like, oh baby, I want you back. That's not what this is, because honestly, I do need to focus on myself more, and I feel like he need to do the same thing. But I also believe that when I sent him the video of my daughter, I'm pretty sure he's already talking to somebody else, because that's his coping mechanism. He might have went back to the girl he was talking to right before me. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he brought it up to her, because that's what he was doing with me. If that girl was to text him or try to use his password, and that's stuff that I don't do. I never even asked him for his password to Hulu, Netflix, and none of that other stuff. If you want to give it to me, cool. If not, that's cool too. But this girl here, even after she stopped talking to him, was trying to log on to his stuff to the point where he had to change his password. Sis, that's not cool. I mean, you don't get the same privileges you got when we was trying to build something. That ain't what it is. But anyway, so I haven't been doing stuff like that. I basically wasn't reaching out to him at all. I did send him a Father's Day gift because he gave me a Mother's Day gift. Why not? You feel me? So, and it's not to say that I don't still have feelings for him, because I do. But it's not, I'm not searching nobody out, basically. I'm not trying to beg nobody to be in my life. Like, it is what it is, bruh. I thought we was still gonna be at least cool, because you spoke on loyalty so deeply. Like, I felt like you were serious about it. But, you know, bitches be wrong. But no. But I know that I'm pretty sure, I ain't gonna say I know, but I'm pretty sure that he was like, yeah, this girl trying to use her baby to get back with me. That's not what it is. My daughter genuinely speaks on you. And you should know that. Y'all had a whole conversation where y'all was basically planning the wedding. That wasn't me. I ain't say nothing like that. That was y'all. Like, that was you and her. You talking about Courthouse before she even said anything. And I'm like, nah, baby, I don't do Courthouse. I don't do Courthouse weddings. That ain't me. And it's not saying I want to put on no big lavish show, but I'm damn sure I'm not doing no Courthouse. I ain't nothing against people that do that. That's y'all, all good fun. I don't need no big old circus festival, but I ain't doing no Courthouse either. We could do kind of like my brother them did. Nice little thing at the park. But I need to be planned out. I ain't doing no surprise weddings like my brother did, because that don't work out either. But anyway, my bad, bro. I love you. But no, they was like legit planning stuff. She's telling me how I'm supposed to wear my hair, what kind of dress I'm gonna have on. Again, my selfishness kicked in, because you basically making promises to my baby that you know you're not finna keep. That's how I felt. And it's like, bruh, don't do that. Don't do that. My selfishness kicked in overload. Not me not thinking about the fact that this is your coping mechanism. You want to see that brighter future with somebody, so you're gonna say whatever you feel like you need to say in order to feel like, yeah, you done moved on, or you done, not even, I ain't even gonna say moved on, got past, but you're healed. But you're not. You're still in the healing process. And me being selfish, I wasn't letting you heal. I did not allow you to heal properly, because I wanted to believe the words that you were saying when you said you were basically healed. Like, of course, this is something you're gonna go through every day of your life. You lost the love of your life. You lost the wife, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me listening to that part, listening to the part where you saying the love of your life, that's right there was key, that you weren't healed. Because how you gonna be planning the future with somebody else, and that was the love of your life? That means you don't have room for another one, right? When you put it in those terms, like, yeah, you can have more than one soulmate, but when you say the love of your life, I will never find another love of my life. That's it. That's how most people would feel. You feel me? I ain't got my glasses on today, but whatever. Looking a little cockeyed, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? That means you're not healed. And you're never going to be completely, fully healed. I get that. I really do. But my selfishness wanted to believe differently. So I was being very selfish in that situationship. But that's why I should have stuck to my guns, y'all. All this time I've been saying I'm finna be single. I'm working on me, which I was. I was still doing all that. Then I get into this little situation with Bud, and it's like, this is my future, y'all. I can't wait till everybody be here. Like, I even heard I told my best cousin on my daddy's side, girl, you invited to the wedding. Because it was myself. It was what I wanted. You feel me? So anyway, not to give anybody any kind of excuses, because it is what it is. When you look at everything from every different aspect and point of view, like I try to do, I ain't saying absolutely every time I do it, but I do try to do that. You feel me? When you look at every aspect, every avenue, you look down that road, it's like, okay, I can see where the red flags was like. Speaking of red, y'all like me in the red? Yeah. Y'all see how much weight the girl lost? Anyway, back to, see, that was selfish right there. Anyway, but when you look at it from every direction, and you try to look at it from the other person's point of view, I can see where you might start feeling like, okay, you kind of selfish, bitch, because yeah, we're not talking as much as we used to, but you got to remember I'm going through stuff. But if you're not communicating those things with your spouse, I don't know what to tell nobody. You got to learn how to communicate, not just communicate, but comprehend. And my comprehension was not there because my selfishness had taken place. It kicked into overdrive. Like, this is what I want. This is how I want it. This is when I want it. I don't want to be on your timeline. I want you to be on mine. Selfish. And we both was in that energy of, this is my timeline and you're going to have to abide by my timeline. We just so happen to have two different timelines. You feel me? You feel me? So that's why the selfishness is the main part of why that did not work out. Because we never had no real big fight, no blow up. I wasn't one of them bitches that like constantly had an attitude. I wasn't no begging ass bitch saying you're going to have to give me this, that, and the third. That's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing like that. I was working, he was working, and even when I stopped working, it had only been for like a few weeks. But my hustle game was still strong, honey. Doing hell like a mug, honey. So it wasn't like I'm sitting around here begging him for everything in life. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like he was disrespecting me, calling me out my name. None of that. It wasn't like that. It really wasn't. Like, we was vibing on some friendship shit because I met this dude in middle school. I say again, I know him since middle school. Of course, we lost touch and we lived our lives and had everything, but we basically knew each other. He knew I can get a little snappy. I had already told him, he knew I was bipolar really in middle school. He may have forgotten for a little second. Then I had to remind him. And he was like, no, you're not. And I was like, yes, legitimately I am. And I've been off meds for 5 years. Might as well say, since I got pregnant with my daughter, I have not been on any type of bipolar medication. The closest thing I had got to bipolar medication was marijuana, and I done stopped doing that. I ain't been smoking I don't even know how long it's been, y'all. I don't even know how long it's been. It's been forever since I was rolled up. Anyway, that's besides the point. That's besides. So we knew certain things about each other. I knew he could be a little cocky, and I was cool with that. I done told y'all about me before. I do tend to go for the little cocky, arrogant type of dudes. I don't know what it's about. Some of them don't even have a right to be. Some of them don't have no right to be as cocky and arrogant as they are. But yeah, it is what it is. And I guess I go for that type because I'm like that at times. My friend told me I was a bit of a narcissist, which is crazy because I'm constantly calling a dude a narcissist. I mean, constantly calling somebody a narcissist. Like, ooh, he's so narcissistic, girl. And she's like, well, you kind of get what you give out. Like, she was like, bruh, if you feel like he's a narcissist, what does that make you? You hear me? Opposites don't always attract. Sometimes similarities do. And I'm like, I am not a narcissist. Am I? Little bit. When I think about it, I see where she's coming from. And it's not, I wouldn't even necessarily say I'm a narcissistic type of person. Not really. Like, I can have my narcissistic ways about me. But I think everybody can, legitimately. Everybody can be a slight bit of a narcissist. But for the most part, I'm pretty chill. Like, I even had to ask the question to my brother, them, what's a Facebook? I was like, the people that really know me, and I mean really know me, would you consider me to be an attention seeker type of person? And my oldest brother was like, nah, not at all. Not really, no. Now, when your oldest brother say that about the youngest sibling, do you know you are not an attention seeking ass bitch? You just not. You can be, I'm sure, at times. Everybody can be. And I know y'all like, well, if you ain't seeking attention, why are you on YouTube? Because I'm bored. Like, no, but seriously, I don't seek attention like that. I don't go out